What's up, you beautiful bastards? Welcome back. I hope your weekend's going well. What's going on? Make sure I'm not getting any reverb here. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I just said that. I said that twice. 11 hours of work. That's what it does to your brain. Last stream before daylight savings time at Holland. Damn, dude. Dude, you're already up so late, Taran. It's insane, man. Insane. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? Raging Punk, dude. What's up, dude? What the fuck's going on? We're back, man. We beat Resident Evil 9. Now we're back in, back into the worlds of the Warcrafts. And, just gonna be just chilling, just hanging out, just having a good time. Old playlist is playing again. I still need to make a new one for a while, but volume levels might be whack. Haven't used the playlist for a while, so let me know if it's out of control. Feeling blessed. Nice, as always, as always. Oh, look at that. Here we go. It'll go to widescreen in a second when I actually log in the fucking game. So, for those of you who didn't know, like before the Midnight came out, I gave up control of my guild, and I'm already an officer of it again. I'm not in charge of it. I'm just the raid lead officer. That's it. Partial raid lead officer. I'm helping out the new raid leader. Because what can I say, dude? They're fucking helpless without me. You know. Good times. I don't, dude. I'm always pushing to leadership positions, man. Oh yeah, I downloaded this add-on. That's fine. Okay. I need to check my crafting shit. I'm never free of it, dude. Oh, big boy. I do see if there's anything to help increase my shit. Create some stuff. I'm trying to get my bracers up just so I can recraft mine. I don't want to pay someone else to do it. I'm too fucking lazy, dude. Okay. Holy hell, man. No, that stuff sold, man. Ugh. Sell. Get rid of it. Don't want it. 1 gold. Yeah. Sure. Let's see here. We got 1 point. Does that push it over the edge at least? I can, but we got to take them off. There we go. Item level 262, dude. 262. Not bad. Yeah. I'm wondering what, yeah, you can't get rid of any of those for M+, man. Blood DK needs to rework so fucking bad. So bad. So bad, dude. Oh, yo. So, for those of you nerds in chat who play WoW, how much work and effort have you guys put into your houses? The housing system. I need more mats here. Exterior only? Yeah. Haven't touched it yet. So like before the season came out, I put a lot of time into the exterior of mine and like partially in the interior, and then the season came out and I haven't touched it since the season. So 14K for 5 flasks, bro. Well, the oil is dirt cheap. And grab some more of these void touched. But you guys want to see, dude. My house so far, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you, man. Because of the lotuses from herbalism, man. See, that's the thing is I've always been a miner because I like to craft my own shit because I always go plate. But after like 2 weeks, the ore isn't worth shit. I came to the same conclusion with WoW at TBC. I got to the moment when I realized shit I've done already. Exactly, punk. That's what I've been fucking saying, dude. Like, that's why everyone's like, dude, do you do WoW Classic? I'm like, bro, I gave it a chance. I did WoW Classic, got to Molten Core, beat it, and I was like, I've fucking done all this, man. I know nothing else is coming that I haven't done. Did BC, cleared a Karazhan run, got into a Serpent Train Cavern, and I was like, I'm done. I have no interest in this. I did Wrath the Lich King, did one clear in Nax, and was like, nah, I played all this, man. You're chasing the dragon. You're never gonna re-experience shit. You're gonna watch Harry Potter HBO? Yeah, about the same time that I fucking become gay. That's when I'll watch it. When I decide I no longer like pussy and I like dicks instead. That's when I'll watch it. So, guys, you pull up here. Where's my house? Where's my house? Oh, that's right. I don't have a house. I have a necropolis. Fuck off, Wolfgear. I have a necropolis like Nex Ramus. And then here we go. We need the underworld music for this. Not that. This one. Okay. Then you go in, look. Here we go. It's not done. Nowhere near done. Here's the unholy wing, man. Unholy DK wing. Then the Frost DK wing. Oh, this ice took me so fucking long to make. Then I'm making this hallway, and down here is going to be, there's nothing in here yet. I'm building a throne room for the Blood DK wing. So it's not done yet. I need to buy more Gilnean walls. They're not super expensive, but it's a lot of them. Raz, how about HBO Harry Potter? Let's see this. Yeah, I've seen the Snape. Nothing says a guy... When a book describes a character as a guy with pale white skin and replacing him with the blackest black dude with dreadlocks you can do. If that ain't DEI woke bullshit, I don't know what is. What's up, Merc? They went down in funds? True. So yeah, the Necropolis will eventually be done. It'll just take some time. Once I get time, but right now I'm raiding and Mythic Plusing. And look at my exit, dude. Are you talking about what you see, Ulfgear, when you look in the mirror, man? That's what it sounds like you're talking about. You click on the book to get out. Here's some cosmic irony. I got an ad for Windows 11 Copilot while I'm testing Linux on my PC. Oh, dude, Merc, check... I posted... I think I posted it in the tech in my Discord. I have to double check. But I posted a program you can download that removes all the Copilot shit. Completely removes every Copilot thing on your system. Completely. Like, if you look here, look. If I go down here to Windows... let's see. Where's the thing? That's the... Yeah, look. No Copilot running anywhere. Yeah, but that's not true, Ulfgear. What about the hand mirror you carry around from whenever dudes are fucking you in the ass and giving you a reach around? Don't lie. Come on, dude. Just be honest. I think we need to... Let's see. Yeah, I still have this story quest to do, but I can do that later. Let's go to the next song. We heard this one, then I went back. Oh, here we go. I'm a true gamer. I don't go outside. Fair enough. I went for a walk today, guys, after work. I walked down the block to get this big gulp electrolyte drink. I do that often, though. But other than that, dude, I only leave my house to go to the gym, which I go to the gym every day. And when I need to go grocery shopping, that's it. It's the only time I leave my house. Ever. So, let me ask you guys something. So, when I played Final Fantasy XIV, I'll openly admit there were some store items that I bought. I got Sleipnir gifted to me. But I did buy the Lunar Whale because I'm a slut for Final Fantasy IV. I did buy the Lunar Whale, and that was like $80, man. And I did buy Cloud's Bike. Those are the only two cosmetic items I ever purchased from Final Fantasy XIV's Mog Station. If you count Sleipnir, Sleipnir is a store mount, but I got it gifted to me, so that one I don't count. I didn't buy that one. You know that going every day is overtraining like crazy. Well, here's the thing, though, Merc. So here's my routine, right? Let's just like use this week example. So Monday I did a full body. Let's say on a Monday I do a full body workout. Tuesday, all I do is walk on the treadmill, get my 10,000 steps in, and I do core. I don't lift anything heavy. I don't. At the very most, I'll do some cable crossovers to keep my chest limber, but I don't lift anything really. Then Wednesday, I'll do another full body, but it's a different push-pull variant. Thursday, once again, just walking, core. Maybe I'll add in a little bit of shit for my glutes, but I still don't really lift anything. So that's what I do. Then I do full body the next day. So every other day, I don't lift anything. I just get steps in and do a little core. That's it. Because on the full body workout days, I don't hit core as much. So that's my routine. I don't go in full on heavy train every day. Because yeah, I know that would be a way over working out, man. That would be way over working out if I went every day and did full push pull everything. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, but anyway, what I was talking about. I have never bought a cosmetic item from the World of Warcraft store. Ever. I've never bought a cosmetic item. The only cosmetic items I've got in WoW that weren't in the game already were bonuses given to you for pre-ordering an expansion. I've never actually bought one. The reason I bring this up is because there is something on the store, the cosmetic store, that I want. It's the first item they've ever put on the cosmetic store that I actually want, and I might pull the trigger on it because the sheer amount of T-Mogs I can make out of it, out of just a couple of the pieces, will be fucking awesome. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This set. And all I want for these two sets is the hood and the chest. I don't care about... And the gloves are alright too. But I don't care about the boots. I don't care about anything else. But it's $30 for these two sets. But I could make some really cool shit. With a hooded helmet with no face. Yeah, $30 is a lot. If it was 15, I would have pulled the trigger already. See, they say this is a 6-item bundle. You get these two, and the weapons. I'll never use the weapons. But it's tempting, man. You got the money, so just shut the fuck up and buy it, you cheapo. Yeah, it's not expensive to me. Like, it's not going to put a dent in my bank account to buy it, sure. But it's expensive for a cosmetic item. But this is coming from the guy who spent $80 on the fucking Lunar Whale mount in Final Fantasy XIV, dude. Bro. Okay, I gotta see what's going on here. Keys. Ooh, Skyreach is nasty. I really want to do like +6s, 6s and 7s to spam stuff I need. Because the biggest items I need to replace right now, my helmet's dog shit, but I have this helmet that I'm going to turn into tier on Tuesday. So I don't need a helmet. I could use a better necklace. I want a Crit Mastery necklace, not Crit Verse. Verse isn't bad, though. And I need to replace this ring, dude. This ring is absolute shit. What dungeon drops the ring? You see how Sony is raising the prices? I did see that on the PS5. I didn't know they're raising it on subscriptions, though. I bought a cosmetic once in a game. I still regret it. I didn't see they're raising the sub price, though. That's fucking... doesn't surprise me, but it's dog shit. Okay, I gotta check. I know my sword comes from my Asara. Does a ring come from there too? Nope. What about Windrunner? Nope. Skyreach is the last place I'm interested in doing, because that place sucks. Here's a ring. Haste Mastery. Ew. Does have a two-hander, though. Also Haste Mastery. Hit. Crit Haste. I hate... You know what? I think I dislike Academy. And, of course, as Crit Mastery. I was saying I probably dislike this dungeon Verse Mastery, more than all the others. Just because I'd done it so much. That fucking puzzle box. Let's see. Seat. Crit verse, but this one has the bonus. Increases avoidance. If you have both. Haste verse. Okay, I don't want those rings. Ugh. Shit. Haste mastery. Crit haste. I mean, it does have a bonus, which is kind of cool, but... Imagine having a game where you get bonuses from this random gear pieces. Wait, which one had the crit mastery one? I already forgot. It's a pit? I'm stupid. I already forgot. Oh man, why am I dumb? What is going on? I have to pull up a freaking BIS list, man. The Eye of Midnight, that's a raid drop. I want crit mastery, man, on a ring. Because fuck Sand Lane. There we go. Let's see. It wasn't Magister's Terrace. Keystone Loot. Oh, I didn't know that was an add-on. I should look at that. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was Agathir Academy. Fuck my butt. All right, well, I guess I got to do Myasar Caverns, and I got to spam Algothir and Myasar then, because they have the two items I need. The weapon and the ring. Okie dokes. Who wants to go? Who wants to do this? I know Lil wants to. I know Sarah wants to do this. She's always ready to go, man. She wants a piece. She wants a piece of the Raz, man. She wants some of the Raz action. Let's see. We can just pug unless Cold Air, you're down to. I mean, I'm gonna find other people's like 6 and 7 keys. I don't see a reason pushing higher than 6 or 7. Just to get the loot because it's all hero gear anyway, and this is maxed at champ. So, yeah. Let's see. I just want to see if you're going to go or not first, and then... I still need to PvP this season, too, dude. I'm so behind on Conquest. Cool. You want to tank, man? I can DPS if you want to tank, brother. I don't care either way. I can totally go DPS. I can give Unholy a try. I've Unholied a lot as PvP, and I've done Frost as PvE, but I don't mind. Oh, you want a DPS? I mean, you can do whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. I should probably tank since my stream is labeled as a BDK point of view. So yeah, let's find a key, man. Let's find one. Let's see. Find a group. Make sure my loot spec is too unholy though. Otherwise it'll drop me tank trinkets. I want those removed from my pool. We will find... we can do an Algothir first. I'm fine with that. We'll find like a 6 that has like 1 or 2 DPS in it. 6 or 7. There's a healer in that one. There's a healer in that one. Dude, like, the tank shortage is real, huh? Holy shit. So many of these groups have no tank. They all have healers. 9, a 7. Ooh. There we go. 2 DPS. Two DPS, man. I'd be like, dude, a blood decay? You'll fall over instantly. Here we go. Oh, he backed out. A lot of +2s. +7. We can do that too. Competitive. They're labeled as competitive. There we go. +7. I have to turn my in-game sound up a little bit. Probably can't hear anything. Change this up to 20%. Who are they competing with? Oh, he's trying to get the puzzle box. Bro wants the puzzle box. I have it already. Fuck that trinket, dude. You know what? I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna drop a feast. Oh, wait, I need to change this out. Ooh, I almost missed that. I need this trinket. Almost had my raid trinket on, man. This paladin's Holy Shock. What an original name. Good luck. Yeah. Here we go. See, I didn't buy the $100 fucking mount. That's a $100 mount.
4, 3, 2.
Movable auction house. Ah, thanks, Patrick. I appreciate it. I just told you how I felt. That's all it was. Well, I'm gonna pop that too. Gotta do max damage. Gotta get my Black Dragonflight crit, dude. Me and Cold Deer both, man. Gotta get the crit. I'm going this way first, man. This is the better way to go. So how's Modern WoW like in AD 2026? I like it, man. I mean, it's not perfect, but I like it. What the hell? That's never happened to me before. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, dude, it was weird. It was really weird. I really have very little good to say about the Final Fantasy remakes. I wish they'd just leave the shit from my childhood alone. Stop raping it. Leave my childhood alone, man. I just realized this Demon Hunter with us is Havoc. Really true. The only remake I really enjoyed. I mean, I loved the Final Fantasy Tactics thing they did. That was good because it was true to the original, right? I liked the Tactics remake. There wasn't really a remake though, but I thought Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes were done really well. Not gonna waste cooldowns on a small pack like this. I should have double pulled the pack. It's alright. Let's go, man. Let's kill this. Let's kill this wooden guy. Had to reload, my bad. No worry, dude. Big damage, big damage. Yeah, it did have the remake. It had the remake, which makes more sense if you really think about it. How many people actually played that played 9? I also played 2, like the original PS1 2. Probably not a lot. Not as many as you would think. We're gonna grip all of these. Oh, you can't grip them. It feels bad. You gotta kill this guy. Get in there, clean my debuff. But I mean, let's be real though, man. The reason why so many games are dog shit now is just because they have no... The people in charge, dude, they have no, all the talent's gone, man. So they have to rely on making remakes. And one big plus I'll give Capcom, though, is they're not using Unreal Engine 5. Which is huge. Using your own homebrew is still better, in my opinion. Because Unreal Engine 5 is very powerful. It's a very powerful and useful tool. And it can be optimized really well. But it's being used not to its potential. It's being used as a tool of laziness. Resident Evil Engine's always been great, and they've kept improving on it throughout the years. I don't have to move anywhere. I don't have to move anywhere, man. BDK. Just in case. Just in case. Nope. Bye, Rip. No. No, Lil Rip. No. Any interest in Pragmata, a new game from Capcom? I haven't heard anything about it. What's it about? No DLSS 5 on Resident. Yeah. Very few games support DLSS 5. Most do 4. I still haven't learned. All I can say about that is girl's gonna girl, woman's gonna woman. Good thing I'm a DK and I can survive. without you here, but I don't know about the rest of our team. Let's go. What's funny though is like remakes are just like I'm not a huge single player game person anymore. MMOs are my favorite, obviously. I'm playing fucking World of Warcraft and I have for 20 years, but it's nice when one comes out that is really good, even if it's a remake, right? Helps me remember how things used to not be so bad. It reminds me of the days when I had hope for the future and for life in general, you know. Turtle WoW was cool, but like here's the thing: there are so many systems, like games, right, that try to take WoW in a new direction by building off of Classic, which is a cool idea. But if Blizzard can't catch lightning in a bottle twice, a third-party company can't just copying their old shit. If you're gonna play WoW, just play retail, to be honest, and or try. You can try the original Classic. But yeah, that'd be my recommendation. It's a third-person shooter, gimmick android companion that hacks your enemies. Oh, I think I've seen something about that. You know, the last original series that I was able to get into that was like a brand new IP and it hooked me was the Division series. The Division series is fantastic, even though it was extremely buggy, not balanced very well. I love the Division franchise, man. It's fucking cool. That was probably the last one. I'll grab that. Yeah, grab balls, boy. Grab all the balls. How am I doing more single target damage? I don't get it. Here your little girls go. You can have that. That AMZ, dude. I don't think I've ever been knocked back before. You guys are doing mechanics, that's why. Forgot Mythic Plus, you actually have to do the fucking mechanics of this boss. That's how I'm doing the most damage, is I'm the only one able to stay on the boss the whole fucking time. Oh, dude, Death Stranding, like, I don't know, man. I think Kojima has a habit of sniffing his own farts. He gets high on his own ass all the time. Because let's be real, dude. Metal Gear Solid 1 was a masterpiece. Metal Gear Solid 2 was mid. Metal Gear Solid 3 was the best Metal Gear Solid game ever made. Metal Gear Solid 4 was okay. It was slightly above mid. Metal Gear Solid 5 sucked dick. Metal Gear Solid Rising was mid. Like, people think that, oh, Kojima makes all these fucking incredible games. Not really. He had a couple huge hits, sure. But is he like this master fucking can do no wrong, bro? Nah. Just grabbing more shit. Let's death grip these guys in. Metal Gear Solid 4 was good. It was good. It was better than fucking 2. Definitely better than 2. Nowhere near as good as fucking 3, though. 3 was the best one ever made, easy. Best story, best characters. The best thing Metal Gear Solid 4 did, in my opinion, was redeem, in some sense, Raiden's character. Because his character was awful in Metal Gear Solid 2. He was actually cool in Metal Gear Solid 4. Think I'd try Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta. Oh, is that that's the remake of 3, right? I didn't play the remake. Let's grab this pack too. Graphics don't match the animations. I'll have to look at that. It's been so long, dude. I got the Metal Gear Solid 4 PlayStation 3 bundle. You know, the last PlayStation 3 they made that had backwards compatibility. That was the last one. And I loved the game, and Metal Gear Online was interesting. The Metal Gear Online that came with it. Kojima's writing the memes in Metal Gear Solid 2 Vengeance of his own grave. I would agree that... I mean, I wouldn't say Metal Gear Solid 3 was his last good game. I think Metal Gear Solid 4 was. Because 4 was still good. And it tried some shit, you know? With, what's it called? With Metal Gear Online, which was fun. You ain't casting shit, boy. I just chain locked 3 of these fucking guys. You don't get it. He's supposed to be the player. Yeah. Yeah. This poll can get nasty with the textbooks. I'm gonna just do this small group because this gets fucking nasty, dude, if you pull too many of these. I'll pop this. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna hit my cooldown. I might as well have a bigger pack, right? At least 4 ended the story in a way. It did. It did. It did. If you think about it, though, like, dude, everything else has been a prequel. After 4, everything else has been a prequel or some spin-off bullshit that no one cares about. I just did. Death Stranding just did not interest me, and I'll be honest, man. After The Walking Dead, by the time Death Stranding came out, I was kind of just tired of Norman Reedus, dude. Just as he's a fine actor. I was just kind of sick of him. He was in too much stuff at that point. So it actually, in my opinion, worked against me trying the game. Norman Reedus Pissing Simulator. Peace Walker was actually good, Punk. You're right. I forgot about that. I didn't own it. My friend had Peace Walker. He's the only one I knew with a fucking PSP, though, to be fair. Like, no one I knew had a fucking PSP. Get the balls. Get all the balls. Rex was here. All the balls would be grabbed instantly. Bro almost got clipped, dude. He almost Final Fantasy 14 dragooned that shit. I'm pulling more in the middle here, so the balls are easier to grab. Ball coming up behind you, Cold Ear. You got it. Dude, Metal Gear... Dude, let me tell you why I hated Metal Gear Solid 5 so much. So, you remember when they first released, like, the really short game, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, right? I actually liked Ground Zeroes, because, like, oh, this is interesting. This is an interesting direction to take things. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, dude. And then they did that when I got the full game, right? When the full game came out, I was like, wait. At the end of the fucking game, you realize you weren't Snake the whole time. You like the equivalent. You were the fucking janitor. You were a random grunt. You might as well have been like a bagger of groceries or a random grunt, which then made everything that cool that you did cheaper because like you played. Yeah, Big Medic. You played so much. Every Metal Gear game, it's been hyped up how amazing Naked Snake was, right? Even after he lost his eye and shit. And then the fact that some random grunt could do everything that he could, was capable of all the same stuff, you're like, that totally diminished the character in my eyes. I'm like, oh, okay. So anybody can be as cool as Naked Snake. He's not special at all. That shit pissed me off. The other soldiers are shit, though? What do you mean? Should have cloned Big Medic instead of Big Boss, for sure. In fact, that makes the whole cloning plotline stupid. If you can just, hypnotize a rando to become Snake. Yeah, that's like, why did they bother cloning and make Solid Snake? What's the fucking point? Just brainwash random fucking 7-Eleven Pajit that he's Solid Snake, Naked Snake. You're good. Fucking stupid. So stupid, man. Do this pull, then we do a big boy mega pull, man. And the right tries to justify by saying, no, he's actually the best soldier in Mother Base from, yeah. It's all like retconning shit. Because people got mad. Hey, dude, you totally made Naked Snake's character stupid. If anybody off the street can be as good as him. And they're like, no, this is why. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they wanted to subvert expectations. You know what they subverted is my desire to play any fucking game of theirs again. That's what they subverted, man. Gotta LOS these boys, man. Just drag them over, man. That and that's a good point too, Yuri. You bring that up, like the whole people. So many things in modern media and games end up bad because people. I don't know where they got this idea that subverting expectations is always a good thing. But everyone's like, we got to subvert their expectations. Not. What if our expectations are what we want? That's why they're expectations. That's what we expect. So fucking stupid, dude. Fucking camera, dude. Fucking camera, dude. So bad. Don't you go dying on me. Look how many balls are on heroic, dude. I mean, mythic. It's so out of control. I don't remember there being this many. Bro died. I'll get him. Just give me a second. Not the safest spot, but I'll get him. Oh, everybody died. I guess I'm just gonna wipe. I never wiped on this boss before. Dude, I've never seen this many orbs before in the fight. I've never seen that. See the Virgins react to the Spider-Man movie? No, I haven't. Who's the Virgins? That's a DPS check. That's what that is. That's a pure DPS check, dude. To not get that many balls up. Bro, Demon Hunter did 17k damage. BDK is the worst single target damage in the game. I fart that much damage. This is just a 6. Oh, this is a 7. I'll pull him further out, I guess. Just get hit by less stuff, I guess. Let's go. We got 5 minutes to kill this boss. I'll move the boss even more this time. I've never had to in the past. Is that something that needs to be dispelled? I'm unsure. I'll check it out in a minute, Yuri. Yeah, we'll move him over here. Just get away from the balls, man. I've never seen that many balls, dude. It's more balls than Vrex sees daily. I mean, I'm pulling us away, so we have to dodge near as many balls, but he's only half health, bro. We're running out of space. I don't know how I'm doing this much damage, more damage than everybody I shouldn't be. All right, moving him. I'm moving even more now. Let's go. Even back. We're going to the back. We're going to the back. We're going to the back. Get away from all the balls. See me weave that shit. I'll even give us an AMZ in case someone hits balls. Kill him. Kill him. We still timed it. Still timed it, dude. Nothing. Fuck. Two-handed axe versus mastery. Cold deer, man. I have crit verse. If you don't want it, I'll take it just because it's hero. But if you need it, you can keep it, dude. Oh wait, Cold deer, did you get the ring? The ring's what I want, dude. Can you trade me the ring, Cold deer? I want the ring, Cold Deer. You can have the axe. Fuck the axe. Give me the ring, bruh. Nah. I mean, I'll take it. Cool. You can't trade the ring. You can't trade the ring, Cold Air, man. Fuck, that's what I wanted. See you, Yuri. What does this Virgins react to Spider-Man movie? Did you enjoy any of the PS3, PS4 era Final Fantasies at all, or nah? No. Oh, your rings are trash? Okay. Oh, okay, that's cool. We gotta leave the party, because that's some bullshit. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, man? I guess this is technically an upgrade. I mean, it'll... Verse Mastery, I can... Yeah. I'll have to sim it. It's not going to be a big upgrade. It's an upgrade just because it's hero and not veteran. Not necessarily because of its stats. So, might as fucking well, right? I'm out of hero crests for the week. Here, we'll equip this real quick. Well, we'll see how it do. I like 15 star. I fucking didn't like 15 at all. 15 was awful. 16 was worse though. 16 was probably the worst single player Final Fantasy game ever made. That's not true. 13 is worse than 16. 13 is worse than 16. Witcher May Cry Fantasy 16? Yeah. Gotta rune forge this. Sanguination. And then we'll throw Apocalypse on this one. Do your raids get better gear than Mythics usually? Depends on the difficulty. So you can, here's the thing, you can push Mythic Plus pretty damn high. You can and you can farm it indefinitely. You can farm hero gear, so heroic raid level gear. The only difference is the best trinkets in the game generally tend to come from raids. Tier comes from raids. And Mythic Plus can only give you Mythic raid gear, one item per week. And it doesn't drop tier. So pure item level and farming, yeah, Mythic Plus is the way to go. Because there's no lockout. Let's take that. I can't. Somebody else's portal. But with 16, they just watch Game of Thrones. Not even that, dude. I'm sorry, dude. If you have a single player game and you put MMO style quests, fuck you. That's your raid style of quests, man. Like, fuck off. Okay, I'll re-invite you guys. You coming again, Cold Air, dude? I love you, man, but that damage was pretty sad. I'm just fucking with you, dude. All right, let's find what keys do you guys need? I still need to do. Let's find a Magister's Terrace so I can get my score up, man. Like my Magister's Terrace is 2. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Yeah, your Magister's is a 2. Yeah, this would be good for score then. As long as it's a 6 or higher. We only run shit that drops hero gear. I don't do lower than 6. 7, but that has a healer already. Only Japanese game company I still think makes decent stuff is Kawaii. Kawaii. I know that's not the same pronunciation. Must being a dick. Let's see if we can find one here. I remember playing Tecmo Super Bowl, man. I just remember this was back in the 90s, dude. And me and my buddy were playing Tecmo Super Bowl on my Super Nintendo. I was in college. So it was like early 2000s. It was 2002. And I remember I was playing my buddy Matt in Tecmo Super Bowl. And I don't give a fuck about football or sports games, but we were just having fun. And I kept beating his ass because there was like a kind of an exploit where if your running back was Emmitt Smith, you would just get so many touchdowns so easy because it was the fastest character in the game. And you would just spam him, plays for him. And I kept getting touchdowns on him. And I just remember this one day, it's still stuck in my mind vividly. He just threw the controller down and he's like, he just yelled at the top of his lungs. He goes, "Damn you, Emmitt Smith! I hope you burn in hell!" Like right after I made another touchdown. I was laughing pretty hard. Oh, college, man. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy to me that I was in college over 23 years ago. I'm old as fuck, boys. I do remember Fatal Frame, yeah. Gotta find somebody's key, man. There's a +6. Oh, they have too many people already. And my key is 10. I'm not doing my key, and it's not a Magister's Terrace anyway. It's got to be patient. We'll find one. One with no heal and 1 or 2 DPS. I want to do a 9. I'm not looking to sweat, bro. So many +2s and 3s in here, dude. 2 especially. What is up with that? Leroy. So many +2s. Why? Instead of looking at the number, I'm going to look at the people and then look at the number after. It'd be easier. Mine's still a Magister's 2. Never built up my key. Yeah, there's no guarantee it would say a Magister's, though. We'll do that if we can't find one here in a minute. Dude, do you guys remember back in the day, when I see Need Tank, back in Vanilla WoW, and especially in Burning Crusade, people would pool gold and pay the tanks. Pay tanks to tank dungeons for them in gold. Because tanks were so rare. Petra's Farm remembers that. Do you guys remember that? Your DPS, it's a 9 though. 10 and 11. There's a 5, dude. One more, brother. One more, brother. You could have had it. Remember, wizards and EverQuest were paid to teleport people places, and mages in both BC and Vanilla were paid, especially Classic. In Vanilla WoW, there was always a couple of mages in town, and you would, if you wanted to get somewhere, you reckon Orgrimmar or Stormwind, you'd walk up to them and whisper like, "How much support me here?" That was all the time in Vanilla WoW too. Most mages funded their epic mounts by opening portals. And most tanks bought their epic mounts from selling their services. Hey, it's just supply and demand, right? Supply and demand. I'm gonna end up buying WoW by the end of this stream. I mean, WoW's a fun game. I mean, it'll never be what it was, but the thing is no MMO will ever be what MMOs used to be. It's just not how they're designed anymore. And every single one that's tried has failed miserably or been a scam. Example, Ashes of Creation. That was a huge cock in the ass. Come on, guys. Someone post a +6. Just a 6. That's all I'm asking. 16? Yeah, I was in my first exposure to World of Warcraft was my one of my buddy's little brothers had a beta key. This was in 2003. He had a beta key, and I went over to his house. I saw him playing it. I remember he was a human warrior in Stormwind, and I was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "It's World of Warcraft." I'm like, "Wait, they're making Warcraft into an MMO?" He's like, "Yeah," because I was already big into MMOs, and I was like, "Shit, I want to try." He's like, "You want my account? I don't really play it that much." I was like, "Yeah." So he gave me his account, username and password, and then I played the beta. And I was like, this game is pretty fun, but I just played around in his character for a while. And then I got the game. 2 days before it launched, actually, because I was working as an overnight shelf stalker at Walmart, and a pallet came in, and I got it for free. I got a copy of the game for free. Took it home, installed it, so I already had it installed on my computer before the game even launched. And then the day it launched, man, servers went up. And the rest, as they say, is history. Come on, man. Let's check back on Magisters. Let's check back. Let's see if there's a Caverns. That's a 6. Because there's a lot of 2s, man. We might just have to push Sarah's key, Cold Deer, to be honest, because... And see what we get, because this is some dog shit. Like, nobody... Everybody that's by themselves posting is either a healer or doing a +2 or like a +11. I ain't looking to sweat that hard on stream. Fuck it. Let's do or what we could do. What do I have? I have a Nexus point, which is short. I could drop my 10 Nexus point down to a 7. A 6. I mean, there's no point in doing a 7 when you want to do 6s or 9s. 7 and 7 just drops the same shit. Hero shit. And I'm crest capped. Except for on gilded crests. Let's do a 7 and get big DPS to do it. Okay. 7 Nexus Point. And we'll start a group. Let's get to Nexus Point first. Okay, back. Dungeons. Starter group. Nexus Point plus 7. Pumpers, man. 250. Should I do a minimum Mythic Plus rating? Nah. We'll just see what happens. Competitive, though. Oh, Final Fantasy 14 is fucking awful, Patrick. It's awful. Absolutely dog shit game. And the thing is, it was dog shit for a long time and people were just in denial. In my opinion. Oh, I forgot. Oh, shit, man. Let's get this Demon Hunter. And let's get this Warlock. Got a group. You chemical there? Let's go. Are you already in here? It says you're here, but... Weird. You loading in a load screen or something? Yeah, in a load screen. Oh, I need to oil my weapon, man. They're probably waiting for us to summon them. Like, why here, bitch? Let's see. What makes Final Fantasy 14 crap? The story, which started out really good, turned into a grind fest that's mid as fuck. And then cringe as fuck. Way too many cutscenes. The gear in the game doesn't mean anything. It's all pointless. They're all stat 6 that mean absolutely nothing. There's no real RPG systems in the game. There's no talent trees. There's no special skills you can unlock. There's nothing like that in the game. So like, for example, if you play a Dark Knight, you play exactly like every other Dark Knight. If you play Samurai, you play exactly like every other Samurai. There's no class identity because one character can be every job and every class in the game. You can just freely switch between them all the time. There's the game looks gorgeous, sure. It looks beautiful, but it's just all pretty. It's lipstick on a pig, dude. It's not. There's no substance. There's no depth to the game at all. Zero substance or depth to the game. Just waiting on the other boy. Majority of the content, yeah, a lot of. I've never seen an MMO invalidate its own content so quickly. Oftentimes, the day it comes out, it's meaningless content. The thing is like, and like, there's like DPS matters way too much. Like tank DPS and healer DPS is just as, if not more important than DPS. It's so bad. Alright, let's summon this lazy fuck. Can I get a summon? Bro, you literally fly in a portal and then 30 seconds that you're there. Fucking lazy troll. And I like when I first started streaming, I like exclusively streamed Final Fantasy XIV. I was going hard in the game, and then it started to hit me. I'm like, wait, everything I do in this game is more meaningless than the thing I did before. Eat your food, bitch. Holy crap. There is a slut mog for you, Sarah. There you go. Most modern games are so awful progression to keep you long term. Yeah, that was a couple good, like Korean MMOs are especially bad at that. The upgrade gear systems are like literal casino slot machines. I was talking about the troll. She's slut mogged out.
You put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk. There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lefraxia. Hurry up, if we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Yeah, if you play a game that has like an MMO, right, that's free to play, it's free to see the graphics. That's what they mean. You're going to be at such a huge disadvantage to players that pay money. All right, I'm going to grab these guys. Where's bro going? Oh, who died? How did the warlock die, bro? How are people dying? I don't get it. Where did you die from? People die when they're killed. True. I mean, I guess I can pull smaller. Oh, AoE damage. People just aren't interrupting then, which is not your fault, Sarah, because you can't interrupt. And I have limited interrupts. You got to interrupt those. People got to interrupt those AoE casts. That's the problem. Here, I'll just... I really love how Blizzard constantly auto-targets me on enemies that are the furthest away, like that. Like an enemy run away, and it'll still just target the furthest enemy away for my melee hits. It's so fucking dumb. It's been happening forever. Like that guy needs to be interrupted. That's just what it is. It's all right. It's all right. No stress. Whatever. I'm just gonna grab one of these guys because he's by himself. top single player games aside from Final Fantasy. I mean, there's a few. There are so many classics, man. It's hard to just pick one. But like, obviously I love the Resident Evil series when they're good. There's been some bad ones. Mega Man, the old school Mega Man, like Mega Man X was peak. Soul Reaver. In fact, if you're interested, on my YouTube channel, there is I have a top 10 MMORPGs of all time and top 10 RPGs of all time video on there somewhere that I made like a year or two back. Yeah, that AoE damage is pretty nasty, huh? And there's no way to interrupt that one. But there's a lot of games that were really good. Go hard in the paint. Fuck them up. Oh, Chrono Trigger is my favorite RPG of all time, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Chrono Trigger is the best RPG ever made, in my opinion. Yeah, it's amazing. It starts out pretty slow. Like Chrono Trigger feels slow when you start out, but man, once the game's plot ramps the fuck up, it's like, damn. Yeah, Toriyama plus RPG for sure. Excellent combo. Ooh, that almost fucked me. I feel like oh, we don't have a lust. That's why. That's why some of these boss fights are feeling slow. We don't have a lust, dude. That's my fault for not inviting anybody with lust. They should give Death Knight's Bloodlust, man. That can be our raid buff. Why not? Unholy Frenzy. Bring that spell back. True, true. Yeah, we'll pull the here. That guy will just sit out there and fuck around. Our AoE damage is fine, because you gotta keep in mind these mobs are fortified, right? They're fortified mobs, so they have way more HP than regular mobs, and that's the other thing, now that we're talking about Mythic Plus and WoW and Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV had no content for small groups, so like a regular party, that meant anything. There's never a reason to do any of it other than to see it once in the story. That was it. You see it once in the story, and then you would forget about it. How much damage I'm doing, dude? Fucking stupid. When all my cooldowns are up, man, how much damage I do is ridiculous. In AoE only. In single target, I don't do any. We can pull these guys up to this. Trying to tab to that guy casting. But you got it. You got it, man. I'll pull this guy. We could probably pull this. No, I don't want to pull that too. That might be too much. Because these guys do shields, that's why. Yeah, it sucks. What I hear is cool about WoW is you don't need a huge group to actually have progress. No, you don't, because all the raids in the game, right? So the small 5-man content, which in a lot of ways, Mythic Plus, right, I think can be harder than a raid. It depends, because it scales infinitely. Like, you can keep scaling your key higher and higher and higher and try harder and harder shit. Enemies with more health, bosses with more health, more modifiers. And all of the raid content outside of course, Mythic Raid, the highest difficulty, is scalable, right? So it scales depending on how many people you bring, to a minimum of 10, maximum of 30. And then the mythic difficulty is always 25, 20 or 25. 20 or 25, I don't remember which one, because I don't do mythic difficulty raid because I don't think it's worth my time, to be honest. Because even if you're only fully heroic geared when the next tier comes out, heroic raid geared, you're gonna have a leg up on the next tier. You're gonna have an advantage, an easier time going into next year than someone who didn't gear at all. Well, that's not true in Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know enough about Guild Wars 2 or Elder Scrolls Online to comment on their endgame systems, because I haven't played either of those games for fucking ever, and Guild Wars 2 is the only one I got to endgame in, but that was when it was first released and it had no endgame. So it's not fair for me to judge it. But to be honest, like, the biggest thing that's kept WoW popular for so long over every other MMO is not just because when it was made by the best, arguably the best game company that existed at the time, Blizzard, right? Blizzard was the best back then. But the big thing about it was, the biggest thing is the gameplay. How it feels to press buttons in this game. Because if you have a game that has the best story in the world, but the gameplay sucks, you'll probably play it once for the story and then never touch it again. But if you have a game that's genuinely fun to play, like you enjoy pressing buttons, but the story is mid or bad, you're not going to care. You're going to play it. You're going to keep playing it. And no MMO has done as good a job with the gameplay as WoW has. That's why WoW has not died in 20 plus years, 21 years. And that big mastery buff and the gold beam. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Gameplay is king, man. Especially after gameplay's gotten so good. Because if you look at games like Final Fantasy VI, right? Final Fantasy VI, the OG Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IV. The gameplay wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad. But the story in those games is what matters the most, right? Like, story in those games is what you care about. That's why I still go back and play OG 7 or 9 or 6 every 3 or 4 years, right? I'll go back and replay it. Same with Chrono Trigger. But a game like WoW, where I've been playing consistently more hours, days than I can count for 21 years, it's the dopamine hit of the chase, right? The grind, on top of the game is just fucking fun to play because of how reactive it is. I don't care about the story. I stopped giving a shit about WoW's story and End of Wrath the Lich King, man. I don't give a fuck about it. Sometimes it has its good moments. For the most part, it's cringe. But to me, MMOs have always been about making your own story, right? In your head, about your character, your own character and shit. Like, that's the story I focus on, the one I get to make up. Not whatever the fucking NPCs are doing in the game. I don't care about that. Not gonna waste cooldowns on these guys. We may have to clear some extras. I don't know if I pulled enough earlier and we died, but we'll see. No one fucking cares, dude. No one who seriously plays WoW fucking cares about the lore. Nobody. 0 people. Okay, we're gonna do a bigger pull here, so... I have faith in you, girl. Here we go. Shit, run through him. Did it. Thanks for the follow, Ethan. I appreciate it. I said your name right. Blinded him. Doing good, doing good. How are you? Yeah, a lot of the music that's been playing is from Chrono Trigger. Because it's probably got one of the best soundtracks out of all the MMOs, RPGs ever. Come on, bitch. You soliciting, you bot. Yeah, I'm gonna pull these guys too. So many standstill casters here. Shit, yeah, we'll have to go back and clear some more trash. I thought we had enough. Damn, there was one pull. I was like, do I need to pull that? Do I need to pull that? My plans about the gaming are to play the game. That's what my plans are. As you can see, I'm being very successful. Favorite part of this game is when I'm done playing, I go in my bathroom and do heroin. That's my favorite part. And bury a hooker under the floorboards in my kitchen. You know, a Friday, an average Friday. Where's the hornless boy? There he is. Got him. A true WoW player experience, yes. Pure man mode. Come on, bro. We gotta hurry up. We'll make it. We just gotta be fast. If you have a suggestion, you can tell me, as long as it's not suggesting that I employ you to do artwork for me. Because if that's what you want to do, then I have to ban you. I have no fucking choice. All right, we gotta run back and clear something. You pinging Illyria Windward? Why can't I mount in here, dude?
It's over. Come through the portal.
Yeah, we'll pull this guy up here. He's not going to be worth 3. We got to pull this guy too. This should be enough. Oh, all the time. Kick's full of bots like that. Twitch used to have a bunch. But yeah, it's super common, man. Super common. And then they'll find your Discord, they add your Discord, and they keep soliciting their services. And I get that it's tough. It's rough out there for artists to make money. I totally get it. But that's not the way of going about it, man. That's not how you get business, dude. No, I've never been scammed. I've never been scammed because I don't buy into that shit. Because like one of the most common scams they'll try, obviously I didn't fall for this, but I know about it. So they'll be like, hey, I want to make some art of you. Can I use like one of your photos for art? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You can. She's like, I want to put it in my portfolio. I'll pay you. I'm like, you don't have to pay me. You can use one of my photos and make a picture. It's fine. And then they're like, no, I have to pay you. So I need to know your address so I can send you the check. And it's just all just a big scam. Like it's fucking everywhere. Nice. Oh, I wanted to see what my key became. A 9-seat. We can check for a Magisters again. Yeah, for real. For real, dude. Okay, real quick before I find a we find a Magisters because we need me and Sarah could use the points. I'm gonna use the bathroom and get a drink, and then I'll be back. Hold on one second. I gotta hurry. I have auction house mail. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. See if we can find a Magisters. A fucking screen. All right. Magisters Terrace. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, here we go. +7 Magisters. Sign up. Excuse me. Roll check, cold air, roll check. All right. Looking for others while we're waiting. Non-biased opinion of, well, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to not be somewhat biased, KT. How's your foot, by the way? Midnight so far, there are some really good things. I like the raids. We're getting the last two bosses released. The last two bosses of the raid released Tuesday. The raids have been great so far. Mythic Plus seasons, I like the dungeon selection. The balance is some of the worst it's been in a while. But they're working on it. But the balance is always out of whack in some way or another, whether it's PvP, PvE, or both. It feels like Midnight so far feels a lot like, I don't really care about the story. I'm not even commenting on the story because I don't give a fuck. I don't really know what's going on. I know like the basics of what's going on in the story, but I don't care enough to. I know a lot of World of Warcraft, deep World of Warcraft lore, but all of it has to do with the stuff that came out of Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, WoW, BC, Wrath of the Lich King, Legion, Cataclysm. Like OG WoW storyline shit. Oh, this is Oceanic. We're not doing that. But as far as how it feels very similar to War Within, and War Within was fine. The last time I was like, oh man, this expansion is insane, insanely good, was Legion, and even Legion had some big problems, but Legion and Wrath of the Lich King. But this expansion is slightly above average for WoW. Slightly above average for WoW. So far, and it's really early on, right? There's some great changes in the game. There's some bugs. There's some shitty changes in the game. But like I said earlier, I've said a million times on my stream, the main reason I think people keep coming back to WoW over anything else that's out there MMO-wise, it feels the best to play. Here we go, guys. Pressing buttons in this game feels fucking good, and you can make insane plays, both in PvE and PvP. That's right, you let us in, bitch. Magister's Terrace. Look at that skybox, though. That skybox is peak. WoW also has the best housing system in the game of any MMO. There's that too. Any hope for modern gaming this year? There are some games that have my eyes on, especially like ones in particular, but I don't think it's coming out this year. I think it's coming out 2029 probably, for fuck's sake. And that's Division 3. Is there anything else coming out this year that I'm like super... Oh, Lords of the Fallen 2 will be... I'm definitely going to play that. Yeah. Because I'm a Souls player. I love Souls games. They're great. They're fucking great. Get banned. Oh, nah, man. You mean Lords of the Fallen or Division? Division 1 came out in 2016. Division 2 came out in 2018, bro. Like, it's... The franchise is 10 years old, and the second game is 8 years old. Oh, yeah. Lords of the Fallen, it's... Lords of the Fallen 1 came out, like... I want to say 4 years ago? It's been out for a while. But yeah, time flies, man. Time flies. Yesterday I was 15 years old riding my skateboard everywhere. Now I'm 43. Damn this bitch. Never played Division 1. I tried 2. I tried beta and played a few months. Gameplay was really good. Division 2 is better than 1. I mean, the only thing I think Division 1 had that's better than 2 is the atmosphere. The atmosphere and tone of the game of Division 1 was better, but everything else about Division 2 is so much better than 1. Oh, this is the way you go, man. Look at that. The more you know, bro. True, but the Division universe is based way more in reality as opposed to Last of Us. And let's be real, Last of Us Part 1 was awesome. Last of Us Part 2, fucking terrible. Woke garbage. The fun thing about Division 1, the Division franchise, I should say, not just 1, once again, is the gameplay. And the build crafting. Build crafting was peak. Is peak. Yeah, no, not really. What's funny about that, dude? That chick beating up dudes was less believable than the fact that there are zombies that became zombies because of a fungus. Because of Mario mushrooms, yeah. I mean, I did like the take on a fungus instead of a virus causing like people go turn into zombies and shit. Because that there are funguses like that. There is a fungus that mind controls insects. It exists. But there are not women that can beat up men. Those don't exist. Couldn't suspend my disbelief, man. Oh yeah, we have lust, baby. Let's go. Getting big old critties. Getting the big old critties, man. Crit my nuts off. Let's go. Sick of viruses in every zombie happening, just supernatural zombies. Well, Resident Evil is kind of what started the whole virus thing, and Resident Evil was such a huge hit. It makes sense now that they're like, bro, zombies, right? The virus zombies. Like, it makes sense. I actually prefer the virus, like a scientific explanation for zombies over supernatural shit, personally. Unless you're like, it's actually an apocalypse movie, then that's cool. Like, hey, literally the biblical apocalypse is happening, there's zombies, that's cool. But if it's supernatural in any other way than that, I'm like, that's kind of fake and gay, dude, to me. You know? It didn't do as well as you think. The first 3 episodes did well, KT. And then when they focused on how gay a minor character from the original game is, literally, like, he was a minor character that had like maybe 20 minutes of game time in the actual game. They focused on how gay he is when him being gay is barely mentioned in the game. And then until Ellie's started, you know, fish face Ellie started saying, hey, I'm gonna be a dad. No, you're not. You're a fucking woman. You can't be a dad. It's physically impossible. Trust me, like, if you liked the movie, okay, if you the TV show, if you thought the TV show was good, go play the original game and you'll realize how much dick the TV show actually sucked. Big pull, big pull. We're going hard. No cast. I almost die all the time because the game doesn't target the enemy closest to me. See, it's still not doing it. Like, it's just... Nah. That was close. I almost died a couple times there. DK is so squishy, man. Yeah, the HBO show, yeah. It's just all agenda pushing bullshit. Ooh, Dark Age of Camelot. That was a classic MMO. The soundtrack. I know they are still viruses, but I mean the thematic folklore. Yeah. Yeah, most stuff in this day and age is fake and gay, if you didn't know. Time to get in. There you go, Sarah. Have that. Dude, we are carrying the fuck out of this shaman, man. Easy peasy healing. I gotta put you through the ringer. I'm sharpening your skills, girl. I'll just hit that. Won't matter. Remember, people were saying the gay pandering episode was good because you didn't know they were gay. It's so shit, dude. So the character in Last of Us 1, I don't remember even the guy's name. He was so unimportant of a character. He's a guy Joel vaguely knew. The only way you know he was gay in the original game was if you search around his apartment a little bit, you can find that he owns gay porn magazines. That's it. And that the guy he is missing, who he kind of makes fun of and doesn't really care about, it implies that he knew them as more than a friend. But it never focuses on anything more than that at all. Not even a little bit. And they made 2 whole episodes in the show about how gay he is. Like, why? He's a minor character that dies off early in the game. And him being gay in the original game had nothing to do with his story. It was 0. So stupid. Yeah, Bill was his name. That's right. It's Bill. He was a cool character. Did I like the TV show, though? No. I stopped watching it as soon as that shit started happening, and I was like, okay, fuck this. And here's the thing, too. I'm going to tell you about this show that was really trash. So there's certain elements, right, in a video game that you can only... Elements in Last of Us story that you needed hours, right? Hours of time dedicated to see the individual choices that Ellie and Joel made. Which happens in the game, to see their relationship build, right? You see their relationship build in the game. So that at the end of the game, which is also where the first season of the show ends, Joel's decision makes sense. Like, you sympathize with him, even though it's an awful choice he makes. Joel's decision in the show makes no sense because the plot never justified it. Because you never saw their relationship actually grow in the show. It's ignored. So when he makes the decision at the end of the show, you're like, what a dickhead. That's what I left. Oh yeah, that too. The fact that Joel's daughter was black in the show, that makes no fucking sense. He's a white guy and his ex-wife was white and the OG character was white. Yeah. Agree with that. Yeah, that's bullshit. I hate it. I hate when things get race swapped for no reason other than to check a tick box. That shit is cancer. And you know what? They would never even dream. If a character in an original story was black or Asian, is any race that's not white, right? They would never even think of race swapping that character to something else, ever, under any circumstance. But if it's white, yeah, fuck them. Like, who cares that whites are literally the minority on the planet? Like, white people make up 2.8% of... white men make up 2.8% of all the human beings on Earth. We're minorities. Ethnicity seed. Like, and, you know, being a white guy myself, it's kind of interesting living in an age where I literally in real time see governments and society and popular culture as a whole try to erase my kind. Like, literally. It feels great. And that's the thing, dude. You can be gay, you can be black, you can be white, you can be whatever in a story, but whatever you are can't be who you are. I hate to break it to you, but being gay or black is not a personality trait. It's an immutable trait. And so many of these fucking retarded characters they make in shows and games these days, that's their whole personality, is what they like to have sex with and what color their skin is. So fucking bad, dude. Yeah, right? Yeah, where's the Ryan? And you know, if that happened, they would throw a fit, dude. They would throw an absolute tantrum if that happened. Show would be canceled immediately. I'll pull him over here. This fight was actually one of my favorite fights. The mechanic is so unique and cool, man, on this fight. If there's a guy who spoiled a Black Panther in a local theater and he got beat out of the theater by some black lady, no, dude, not. Like it's all AIDS. If you really like, once you've seen things, you can't unsee them. All you gotta do is look around, and you can see the propaganda and programming and everything. It's so obvious. Oh, no, we don't need to kill that. I almost feared us, dude. But you have to explain that to what people it doesn't be blatant to be propaganda. Oh no, they think, and the thing is, it's funny, dude, is they think they're being subtle. They think they're being subtle, and they're really not. It's so obvious. The hottest girl ever had all those innuendos with Spidey a scissor. Wait, what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, hold on. The lines are getting me PTSD from Shiva Savage. Turned to Black Cat gay. Bro. Bro, standing on me. Yeah, they're never subtle. They never shut the fuck up. 100% like vegans. Yep. Here's the thing, dude. If you have to threaten and convince and quote unquote normalize what you're doing, it shouldn't be normal. It ain't normal. I'm not sure if this will be enough. We might have to go downstairs and clear that other pack. I think we do. Forgot this guy's heal absorb is insane. Yeah, we gotta go downstairs. We'll kill the boss first, then we'll go back down. Kill that one pack. We got plenty of time. This boss is a cool boss too. Bro's got it. Bro's got it. Go in here. Double drop. I need that crit mastery sword. Even though this is a higher one, I lost too much crit. Need that Myasara Caverns crit sword, man. Yeah, my webcam might have frozen. It probably froze. I'll fix it after this fight. Piece of fucking dog shit. Thanks for noticing. I wouldn't notice if you didn't say anything. Let's do this. Oh, he's got it. Let's see. Did I stand and shit? Okay, let me see. See if that fixes it, maybe. Nope, it's gone. I'll fix it in a second. Camera's just being retardo. I'm gone, man. I tried to reset it, but it didn't fix the issue. I'll fix it. Just killing this real quick. Guys stacking heal absorbs on me. Alright. There we go, girl. There's a higher rating. 101 rating. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll probably have to reset my camera. That's the first time it's ever locked up. It's a quote-unquote AI camera. Supposed to follow me around. I'll fix it, though. Oh, shit, I got 3 fucking items? I got the mount, bro! I got the mount, bro! Anybody need the chest? Cold Deer or... I mean, Lil, I know you have the tier, so... Cold Deer, do you want the... Yeah, I'll give you the chest, man. I don't need it. Dude, we got the mount, bro. It's rare as fuck. And I got Warbound gear. Lucent Hawk Strider. Okay, let me fix this fucking camera. It's thinking. It's thinking about it. Well, there's a... Bruh. It's struggling. There we go. There we go. Give it a second. Yeah, I'm a DLSS5. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I am. All right, let me see if I'm supposed to do this and it's supposed to follow me. Which it just did. But now I've got to get NVIDIA broadcast not being retarded. Like it's thinking. I don't know what it's thinking about. So hold on. Let me deactivate it again for a second. So I can fuck with NVIDIA broadcasts. I gotta disable NVIDIA broadcasts. And then reopen it. Come on, NVIDIA broadcast. What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Global monopoly piece of shit. All right. There we go. Come on, follow me. Follow me, camera. Come on. There we go. Now I'm tell it to stop following me. Okay. Fixed, man. Let's check out this mount I got. A gold and white bird that doesn't fly. A chocobo, essentially. Straight up chocobo. Nice. A cool mount that I will never use. I gotta put that in my bank. I got so much mail shit. Warbound mail shit. I never play mail classes. Yeah, it's an FF7 chocobo for sure. KT, I remember back when you used to jump on 14 and you would always ride around that fat retarded cat. Speaking of AI, what's your take on AI slot being pushed on everything? I mean, AI is... I mean, it's going to be the end of humanity, I think, eventually. Like, AI is going to fuck us all, man. It's the death of art. It's the death of... AI is going to make talent in any creative aspect. So you're talking about musicians, actors, artists, like drawers, painters. It's going to totally devalue their work, remove their jobs. On top of it, removing people with like other jobs, right? Anything that's not manual labor, AI will eventually replace. And then even then, eventually AI will replace that too. But it's going to cause the immediate soon effects, or it's going to cause those talents to stop developing in people, because it's like a muscle, right? You don't practice it atrophies. And so people that might be born with an innate artistic talent of some kind will never know, because why would you learn to draw? Why would you learn to act? Why would you learn to write music and play music if AI does it all for you, right? Jokes on AI, drawing's my hobby. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, and I've been a professional actor for years, and been on stage and TV and whatnot, and it'll never replace stage actors. AI won't do anything about that. But theater, live theater is such a niche anyway. But you can already see it's easily replacing film actors and Hollywood studios, which isn't the worst thing, because Hollywood is the most degenerate, fucking degrading bag of shit society, like part of society that exists. So I'm not too bummed about the film stuff getting fucked. But yeah, a lot of other stuff's gonna get ruined. I don't think it'll surpass real art, but I think it's already replacing it, man. And people are sheep, man. You're right. They love eating slop. 100%. 100%. The massive amount of people that lack any kind of artistic integrity are the same people that usually go hand in hand with the same people that lack moral integrity. And the reason why our society is where it is right now in almost every negative regard you can think of is because of the decay of the moral fabric of society. The abandonment of God is why our society is so fucked. And why it's going to collapse sooner rather than later. It's just how it is, man. Let's see. Skyreach. I hate that place, man. I fucking hate Skyreach. What's the next achievement? I think it's 2,500. There's an achievement at 2,500 and an achievement at 3,000. Binary funds. Defeat dungeon in midnight on Mythic. These are different. Keystone. I fear no dungeon, but the Skyreach, it scares me. Well, you'll start to fear them all a lot more once we start doing 10 pluses, Sarah. It all starts with the European style housing getting replaced with a McMansion slop architecture. True, man. And again, here's the thing. It goes back to my original point. Do you know what inspired all the magnificent European and early American architecture? And like Spanish architecture and religion. God. God's what inspired all that. They were trying to do their best to create beauty to please God. Convenience. Matching things like homogenization didn't matter back then. Yeah, religion's an afterthought. Exactly. That's why we're all fucked. And again, there's a difference between religion and belief in God, man. There's a big difference. Religion is man-made, and it's all good. Like most, not all. It's definitely not all good, but it aspires to something greater, right? And creates a community for people. But God can reach out and touch anybody, regardless of what faith you say you are or where you're standing. Where you are in the world, how many people surround you, what building you're in, doesn't matter. Now we create ugly to please Satan, pretty much. Homogenize everything. I don't see another Keystone achievement. What the fuck? I know there's a 3,000 rating. Show all 86. I have those. Incomplete. That's Elgari. Weird. Religion on the most practical level gives people standards. Another issue is how there's no base for anything. Yeah, that's true. And again, I think religion's different. But belief in God and in something higher than you, a moral authority, appealing to a moral authority that's not man-made, is what inspires people. It's what creates your moral compass, right? Because you don't want to displease God, essentially. And Sarah's right. Yeah, evil can't create. It not only it doesn't even copy. I would go a step further. Evil can't create. It corrupts. So it changes what's meant for good and twists it to its own ends. Which, I mean, joke is on evil because then God uses the evil that gets created by it for his own ends. And we all know, we all read the last page of the book, man. God's gonna win one way or the other. Evil can't create. It can only AI generate. True. True. So true. But it's bonkers, man, to me, even how much AI has even evolved over the last 5 years. Like, you remember 5 years ago when the first AI shit was coming out and people were like, really? This shit that makes humans with 17 fingers is gonna replace my job? Yeah, right. And now it's like some AI is getting indistinguishable from reality. It's like, what's another 5 years gonna do? It's fucking absolutely insane. One reason I got drawn to Japanese media when I was young was that even though I saw morally decrepit Western media is becoming... Yeah, and the thing is Eastern media, like anime and stuff, there's a lot of degenerate shit there too. But overall, generally in quality and in stories and in moral values, Eastern media is what Western media used to be. Okay. Let's see. What can we do here? Let's see if there's a Maya. We have time for one more. Let's see if there's a Maya Sara for the weapon that I want. Oh. You want to go again? Well, there, alright. It's a 9. 9 relaxed. 7 relaxed, there we go. True. True, Patrick, true. I signed up, but bro didn't. There we go. Speaking of Japanese media, here's that Bruce Faulconer DBZ score. Yeah, Bruce Faulconer's score was the best, man. I used to love playing like all the DMCA songs and shit, but YouTube would stop the stream immediately. Twitch would mute all of it. Kick wouldn't care, but I only get bots on Kick. Tried doing covers on YouTube and got DMC'd like 2 seconds after posting. Yep. Yep. They don't allow that at all, man. None of that shit. None of that shit allowed. Just waiting for bro to fill this group. Get most. Coldier never wears shirts. Well, he left? What a dick sucker. Alright, we'll find another one. Whatever. We'll just stand outside. I'll find another one. Alright. What was the point of that, dude? Nine, 4, 11, 2, 2. Neo, it's from Doom. Doom 1. The OG Doom. There's an 8. Not doing 8. "10 relax." There's nothing relaxed about a 10. There's a 7. How could you not see a whole group sign up for your shit and not just go, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we got a lust and everything, dude. There. Drop the weapon, bro. It's better itemized than this. Watch, Lil's gonna get the sword, and because it's higher than her ret sword, she won't be able to trade it. This is gonna happen. I hope not. It's just the way shit rolls in this game. Literally there's only 2 outside of crafting, of course, which I could do eventually. There's only 2 crit mastery 2-handers, and one's in the raid and one's in this dungeon. Yeah, give me them stones. We got lust though, we got mage, so we're good. Gonna go right and get that potion, man. Makes us take less damage. Hopefully this mage and this warlock are pumpers though, dude. Pump, boys, pump. Nah, bro, get over here. Get over here. Gotta stop that poison shit, dude. Pop all my CDs there, bro. I hate these fucking birds, dude. I'm gonna choke him out. Fuck him. You get over here. You get over here. Pull left. We'll be way ahead. Damn, bro's throwing laser beams at his eyeballs, literally. No cast for you. Nice, son. Nah, you ain't hexing shit, bro. Neither are you. Shit. Had to mass grip. Man, if this was Frazo, dude, he'd be pumping so hard. You ever played Grand Chase? I have not. I don't know what that is. What kind of game is that?
Let its darkness fill you.
Yeah. Nah, dog. Get stunned. Get stunned. It was an RPG side-scroll from the late 2000s. What was it? Was it a PC game? Was it a... What was it? I'm blind. Nah, get blinded. That is interesting. I haven't heard of that. These fuckers need to die of that poison, man.
Let its darkness fill you.
Wait for this dude to pat. Making good time. I killed this slime bitch. Busting on all of us. Focus on this guy. Yeah, lust, baby. Let's go. I just run in there. He can't do shit. Don't you be shooting my girl with your arrows, bitch. Oh, nice. That guy got it to break 2. That's pretty creative. Oh, I didn't see a trap there either. Lol. Got trapped 3 times. Slime bitch got me harder than the shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we probably all have STDs now. Fucking roll, boy. Grip you. Grip you. Why can't I fucking pick this asshole? Nah, you can't cast that shit. This guy doesn't hit that hard. It's annoying how much he makes you move around. I always forget I have asphyxiate. Freedom, our boy. Freedom him. Oh, sorry. We freed him anyway. Let's go. Careful, Lil. You're gonna get hit by the ghosts, man. Grab this guy. Hold of this corner. You guys make timer not meaning to be a negative Nancy said, but it seems a little slow. No, this is a lower key group. Like the guys aren't really geared. We'll make the timer. We'll make the timer for sure. Our DPS isn't terrible, but it's not the best. But yeah, we'll easily make the timer. No one interrupted that guy. Okay, guess I'll do it myself. Yeah, the DPS is a bit low, but we'll make the timer easy. We'll make a timer. I'm not worried about it. We're two of us are three of us are in a guild. Two are pugs. I just wanted this key specifically for a weapon drop because we didn't have any of this key. So we're just fucking around. I already have Keystone Master. But yeah, the damage is definitely on the low side for sure. I mean, Blood DK does insane AoE DPS. Our single target is absolute horse shit. But like, even though I do really good AoE, I shouldn't be top. Coldier's playing Arms Warrior out of pure spite, even though he knows that they're dog shit. He knows they're bad. He's hard huffing copium on that Blizzard will make them good eventually. But we all know Blizzard, that shit ain't happening. Yeah, and the thing is too is I've always loved I think Warrior's an awesome class. I mean, if you think about it too, I mean, I've mained Blood DK since Wrath, right? And no DK spec has been in the meta more than once or twice in the last 14 years since DK's entered the game. I just enjoy DK. I love the aesthetic. I love the lore. I love the backstory. This song is way too long. I love all that shit. But, and I'm really good at DK just because I know it inside and out, right? But I understand that it'll never really be meta. Especially Blood. Unless they do a complete redesign, it'll never be meta. And I've accepted that a long time ago. Like, it's always useful in raids because of AMS. But it's never gonna be... I shouldn't have got hit by that. Not paying attention. As long as the design foundation of Blood stays where it is right now, it'll never be in the meta for Mythic Plus. Fucking ever. It just can't. Its design is too flawed. But I'm gonna play it anyway because I love DK and I'm not a meta dick writer, so guess I'll interrupt those two. So, yeah, Titan's Grip really threw a wrench in Warrior, didn't it? That came out in BC. I remember I played a Warrior a bit in BC. Mostly played Lock in BC, but yeah, I played quite a bit of Warrior too. Wait, was it pre-Cataclysm? I thought it came out in BC. Maybe I'm retarded. Here's it, video. Watch this. Watch how fucking metal this is, dude. I gripped that bitch into it. But yeah, damage is definitely low, especially since we're getting the mastery buff, like from this. So it's low for sure. Like 44k, yeah, that's pathetic, dude. Like the top. Just gonna go through that. FAMS. I'll blow it up. I'll take the hit, bro. I'm the tank. I can do that. Yeah, this group's struggling, man. Warlock is the first time I noticed no, Warlock has definitely had its day in the sun, man. Warlock has consistently found its way in the meta, man. Not every patch, not every cycle. But at least Demo has been top for a long time, dude. The only Warlock spec that's rare to see as part of the meta is Affliction. Affliction is usually dog shit. And here's the thing, is going into this expansion, Affliction was really good. And then they nerfed the fuck out of it in the beta. Probably pull one of these two. Oh shit. Might need to pull more. Let me move this over. But yeah, Demo's almost always performing super well. I'll pull this guy all the way up. We'll have enough. And Frost DK got in the Mythic Plus meta. End of War Within, and everyone was like shocked. I was super happy, and because I love Frost more than Unholy, and then they nerfed the shit out of it. Going into this expansion and buffed Unholy, and then nerfed Unholy, and then slightly buffed Unholy again. Been a shit show, man. I think this guy gives us 3%. If not, he'll give us 2 and we can kill that one last enemy down there. Not that big of a deal. Yeah. 1%. I'll pull him over so many leaps. I enjoyed Demon Hunter a lot in the last expansion. I haven't really played Demon Hunter since I leveled one up when they came out. I mean, I've leveled the Vengeance up to level cap every. Usually, I get all the tanks up, but I don't play them all. I'm not an alt person really. The damage is pretty low though, for sure. I don't even care if I get hit by that. It doesn't hurt me, bro. Yeah, he should be almost dead by now, but he's barely below half. Yeah, I know, Sarah. Like I said, Coldier's playing one of the worst specs in the game, and he's doing better than the lock, and he's barely behind the mage. And the mage is Frost. Frost mage should be leaving stretch marks in this guy's asshole. Like, you've seen Zill's fucking numbers. Like, it's retarded how strong Frost mage is right now. But yeah, we'll time it for sure. It's just, yeah, the damage is really bad. All right, we got to run over and kill that one guy. Is this expansion worth getting, do you think? I managed to avoid temptation in my first Dark Souls run. I mean, it depends. It depends on what you like out of WoW. What do you like doing in WoW? Like, what do you enjoy about WoW when you played? I need to know that before I can tell you if you should get it or not. There we go. Yeah, we timed it. We two keyed it. It's fine. Sword, baby, sword. Come on, give me the fucking sword. It's not going to give me the sword. It's going to give Lil the sword. I didn't get the sword. Warlock got a cloak. You got shoulders, bro. I don't need shoulders. Well, mine are champion. If you don't want the shoulders, I'll take them because I'll eventually catalyst them if I don't get the teardrop. But if you need them, Cold Deer, you keep them. All right, that's fine. No worries, man. No problem. I mostly PvP or raid. I mean, those are the main things I do. You don't really do mythics that much. Enjoy a bit of mount farming too. I mean, in my opinion, so far, Mythic Plus, this Mythic Plus season, the dungeon selection is good. And in my opinion, it's been the easiest Mythic Plus has been for a while. But that's mostly, I think, because we got a lot of gear early because they pushed Mythic Plus release back a whole week. So most people were already really geared. Like for me right now, Mythic Plus doesn't, as a tank, doesn't start to feel difficult for me until like +9, +10, where the real challenge of, oh shit, I might die comes in. And I'm the weakest, like survivability-wise, Blood DK is the weakest tank in the game. So, but the raid, this raid tier is good. It's a good raid tier. I've definitely played worse. It's above mid. Is it the greatest? We're talking like Ulduar, Wrath the Lich King, like ICC levels? No. But it's good. It's a fun raid, and we still get the last 2 bosses on this Tuesday, or is being released. PvP, as always, is pretty fucking unbalanced. It's feast or famine, depending on what class you play. Mythic Plus, the challenge for me as a tank anyway doesn't come from the spawns. It's beating the timer, like finding the right, going the right route, but mainly finding the right size of pull that's not gonna fucking one-shot me, which is very different from like if I was a warrior or a prot paladin or a guardian druid, or especially brewmaster monks are broken OP right now. A brewmaster is always going to be able to tank more than any other tank at once, so I've got to gauge that, rotate my cooldowns properly, have the right M+ trinket, like all that is super important. That's where the challenge comes, and knowing the routes and all the bosses. Like, let me show you the current season. So the current season is Magister's Terrace, Myasar Caverns, Nexus Point Zenith, Windrunner Spire. Windrunner Spire has awesome bosses. Zenith's bosses they're okay. They're nothing special. Myasara bosses are okay. Nothing special. Magister's Terrace is the remake of Magister's Terrace is good. Algothair Academy, of course, is good, but I've just played it so much because it's been in so many mythic rotations, I don't really care for it. Pittisaran's fucking awesome. I love all the boss mechanics, and Pittisaran is like one of the peak dungeons in World of Warcraft. Seat of the Triumvirate is okay. It was a Legion dungeon. It was okay. Skyreach is the only one that really will fuck you up if you make mistakes, because there are casters in there that'll just wipe you if you're not careful. But there's not random shit spawning anywhere. It's know what to interrupt, know what packs to pull, what packs to avoid, know the route, know the boss mechanics. And a couple of these dungeons, like Windrunner Spire, Nexus Point, Pittisaran, Magister Terrace, all have some really interesting boss mechanics. Yeah, that's the big bird people. It's a cool dungeon. It's just by far and away the most dangerous and the most likely place you will die. Like a +7 Skyreach feels like a +10 of any other dungeon for me, because the mobs just hit hard as fuck. There's a lot of shit to interrupt. The bosses aren't that dangerous, but the trash will fuck you up fast if you don't know what you're doing. They've changed a lot of shit. Yeah, Pittisaran was Wrath the Lich King. Yeah. And so Mythic Plus this season's great. It's definitely better than, I think so far season 1 of Midnight is better than all the seasons we had in the War Within. There was one season in War Within I liked. I hated the other ones. They're fucking trash. The raid is fine. The raid's great. It's a good raid. Cool aesthetic. Normal mode is not hard. Heroic mode, there's definitely some challenge there. There's a lot of moving gears. Good raid mechanics so far. PvP, again, like I said before, it's feast or famine. Depends on what class you play. If you go into PvP and you're a fucking Mistweaver monk or a Fury Warrior or a Subtlety Rogue, I can't remember if it's Subtlety or Assassination right now. Unholy DK. or a Ret Paladin, you're gonna have a good time. If you go in there and you're a Frosty K or a... I mean, Frosty K is not really bad. It's just not great. But if you go in there as a class that sucks, you're not gonna have fun. Do they add new shit for each class on these expansions? Yes. So generally what they do every single expansion, they don't do this for every patch, but every expansion, they add an evergreen feature. So something they want to keep around. And they also prune some stuff, which is very hit or miss. So like for DK, for example, a bunch of talents that were right here in War Within just got removed from the game because they're slowly shifting the design and replaced with new talents. Like this row right here, these talents right here weren't in War Within. This one was here, but it was in the middle. These two talents weren't there. They were, but they completely redesigned them. That didn't exist. That didn't exist. So they completely changed all the talent trees, and then they added this evergreen feature here, which is the Apex talents. So they're super specialized 4-point talents for each spec in the game. And then they also added a whole new row of hero talents. So like a bunch of these, like these 3, I think, were not in the original. So they added 3 hero talents. They swapped and changed and redesigned and added some new ones and took some old ones away in the blood tree. Same with this tree. The class tree didn't change a ton, but it did change a little. At least for Death Knight, it didn't change a ton, but it did a little. Apex talents were added. They rebalanced and removed and replaced some PvP talents down here. And then the other evergreen feature... no, this is an active skill, so they completely changed consumption to an active skill. Right now, it's just not. It's not. Not designed. What's the thing I'm thinking about? It's not tuned very well, so a lot of people don't take it. But this was completely redesigned. My Blood Death Knight Apex talent doesn't give me a new ability. It's a proc, but Unholy and Frost is a new ability on the Apex. So some classes got new abilities as their Apex. Some got more RNG passives. But yeah, so this is a new ability. I just don't use it right now. There's a couple builds that use it. I just don't use it until it gets buffed. It needs to be buffed. But it's cool because this is an ability. They're starting to add these abilities where you have to hold the button down, and how long you hold it down depends on how strong it is. That's what consumption does. There's 3 levels to it, so you can decide what you want it to do. A lot of classes got new buttons, and every class got some buttons taken away, like abilities that were either too redundant, too fucking stupid, and they baked those abilities' damage into a different ability or a new ability so that shit was a little more streamlined. Not homogenized, streamlined. Like, no class is like another class. So there's not really homogenization in that way. But some got more streamlined, a little easier to play. Some got a little harder to play. Some stayed the same in how difficult they are to play. So that's one evergreen feature they added in Midnight. The other evergreen feature they added is obviously housing. Housing is not going anywhere. It's not only on this expansion. You have a house, right? I'm turning my house into a Death Knight necropolis. They completely overhauled transmog. So transmog used to be, let's say you made a cool transmog for your character. If you're from Final Fantasy XIV, transmog is glamour. Let's say you made a cool transmog and then you're doing a dungeon and you get a new shoulder piece and you throw them on and you're like, shit, now I got to go back to a transmogrifier and change those to match my transmog again. True, I'm just telling you all the evergreen features. What they did with transmog in this now is you can create sets just like always. You can purchase way more sets with gold, not real money, obviously. So you can make all these sets, but you can also tell the game what situation you want that set applied. So if I had a transmog for when I'm in a rested area, it would automatically change when I entered a rested area at no cost. If I'm in a raid, I can have it set from raid by spec, by location, by environment. You can have it automatically. It'll automatically just shift when you're in that environment. And whenever you equip new gear, it automatically transmogrifies to whatever that situation is. So, like, for example, the set I have on right now activates when I'm blood spec. I could do it, like, when I'm underwater, when I'm flying. I could do it. There's so many things. It would be like, I want it to activate when I'm mounted, swimming, flying, ground mount, locations, inns, house, character select, delves, like, all this stuff. It'll change if you want it to. But whatever I have currently equipped, if I equip a new item, it automatically becomes whatever status I'm on. I don't have to pay again to change that specific piece to match. It'll just match. So that's cool. Yeah, you can pretty much go Super Saiyan for raids. Exactly. And look, and be in your underwear in your house. You could do that if you wanted to, and it automatically change. So that's an evergreen feature. Housing's evergreen. The changes to transmog is evergreen, and all the changes they did to the talent trees and adding Apex talents is evergreen. I'm not sure, Yuri. That's a good question. I think they can. I know in the next patch they're adding it so the Drakthir can stay in human form. So I can't imagine that they won't do that with Worgen too. It might already exist, actually. Let me look it up. I think you already can. I'm looking it up. Oh, it doesn't have the change? It says, Worgen characters in World of Warcraft, including in the current Midnight expansion, can stay in human form most of the time. You can manually transform if you want. Calm the Wolf was added in Dragonflight patch 10.1 and still available. When activated, this makes you automatically switch back to human form as soon as you leave combat. So when you're in combat, you shift into Worgen automatically, and you can have a setting that the second you drop combat, you shift back. So they do have that. But yeah, it's not stay in human form the whole time like the Drakthir are getting. This is my house, though. Trying to make a next Ramus, like, floating place. Pretty much, Yuri. Yeah, pretty much. And then you're human the rest of the time, which is kind of cool. You're just sitting there, and, like, second combat starts, you fucking turn into a werewolf and start, you know, ripping people's assholes apart. That's pretty cool. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else evergreen. Obviously, like, skywriting has been evergreen since the end of Dragonflight. Yeah. Mind if I ask a question about weapons? No. I might not have the answer. Sarah probably will, though. But, yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah. Well, this is my necropolis, Yuri. So this is the Frost Death Knight area I built. And this is the Unholy section for Unholy. And then I haven't done the blood section yet, which will be down here. I haven't worked on that yet. Because I was doing all this in between before the patches came out where the raids opened up and Mythic Plus opened up. And now I'm working on this slowly. For the main room, but yeah. It's metal as fuck. It's right, Sarah. Yeah, WoW housing is a thing now. And in my opinion, I've experienced housing in several MMOs. And Blizzard's WoW's housing system is the best housing system I've ever seen in an MMO, ever. Like, what you can do, the shit you can create is absolutely bonkers. You can be so creative with it. I found Bloodhound's Fang quite early. Yeah, that's a very normal early weapon. That's good. But I feel like it's time to change. I got Magma Worm's Scale Sword and the Sword of Night and Flame. Sword of Night and Flame is really good if you have the stats for it. Thinking of swapping to one of them. If you're picking between those, I would pick Sword of Night and Flame over Worm Scale Sword any day. But if you want a sword that literally makes you a build that makes you have pretty much God mode, get the Blasphemous Blade from Rykard. The Rykard boss. And you can make a build that makes you fucking invincible. That or the Moonlit Greatsword. Those two great swords they make you unstoppable. Would never have the patience, and that's fair. Like, most people don't have the patience to do all this crazy shit. For me, it's like just when I've got nothing else to do, might as well, right? Might as well come in and make a cool house. And they're going to eventually add functionality to your house, so like my Rune Forge will probably work, so I don't have to go to Arceus anymore to do that. I'm sure they'll add more and more functionality to the houses as time goes on. You can do it immediately. You can start building a house, Patrick, at level 1. Houses are cheap. Like, this whole neighborhood belongs to my guild. This instance is a guild. My whole guild owns this, all the houses here. And so you could do a really basic house for next to nothing and just with the basic stuff, or you could create the most bonkers ass shit you've ever seen. And I've seen stuff from my bro that probably took that guy 80 hours to make like that one small section. So WoW is better than real life. Usually most video games are better than real life. Not a Rykard, yeah, I've just beaten Loretta. Yeah, the Mage Knight on the horse, yeah. Well, technically, you can go to any of the most of the main bosses whenever you want, whenever you feel you're ready. You don't have to do them in a particular order. You could fight your way through and go to Rykard right now if you really wanted to. Yeah, so like my buddy's house is over here, Vrex. That's his house right here. That's bro's house. My buddy Zol, his house is over here. Right here. He hasn't done jack shit with his. And then Sarah's house is up here. Yeah, if you want easy mode Elden Ring, make a Blasphemous Blade build. Because it has ranged attack on it, and if you use the Mimic tier, your Mimic tier will do the same attack, and anytime your ranged or your weapon hits anyone at all, it heals you. It's fucking broken. Yeah, this is Sarah's house. See, there you go. There you go. Sick. Paladin house. But anyway, ladies and gents, it's time for me to close the stream out because I've got to work 11 hours tomorrow and I got to go to bed really soon. So I am conscious during my shift. I know being conscious while you work is overrated, but I got to do it. Build shit all over the map, wherever, whenever, yes, wherever, no. So, like, my plot right here that I own, you can see this turns on once I'm in the plot, and then if I fly and I go to house editing mode, you can see the outline. I got Lua Era. The white outline is the plot that I own, and there's a budget and how many items I can put outside. They're increasing this though, because your housing system levels up just by doing housing shit, doing dungeons, doing raids, doing PvP gives you housing experience. So doing anything in the game, every time you level it up, you get your budget increases. Yeah. Pretty much like re-rising then. Yeah, your budget of how many items you can place in the area increases, and your interior is always higher. So right now, my exterior is only 250 items can be placed outside. But inside, it's like 4,000. And that keeps increasing as you level up. So you can level up your housing system. You don't have to focus on leveling it up if you don't want to. It levels up naturally just by doing shit in the game. Which reminds me, I was going to check the Endeavor person. This shit is a clown car, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you can make internal your inside of your house so much bigger than your external. Yeah. You could that's true. That's one of the suspension of disbelief. The interior is always so much bigger. Which is whatever. Like, you could have a tiny little cottage, and when you go in, it's got like seven floors. It's ridiculous, but hey, that's what she said. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I gotta head out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sarah, thanks for doing the Mythic Plus. Coldir, if you're still in here, man, thanks for hanging out and doing Mythic Plus with me. I'll be back on Monday for some more M Plus and PvP and shit. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. It's a screenshot. I'll be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time again, and we'll play some more. So, everybody take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. God bless you all, and as always, keep it real.